Welcome back, guys, to The Long Dark. This is the Hopeless Rescue Challenge. This is episode number 2. We are leaving the lower dam. This is the end of the first day. There's only an hour of daylight left. Actually, before we even move any farther, I weigh 72 pounds. That is just too much. We're going to drop this. We're going to drop this. We're going to drop these. Down to 64. I don't need all these books. We're going to drop 4 of them. Down to under 60 pounds. That's kind of my benchmark. See how much faster we're moving. I'm going to use the lantern. Actually, I don't need to use the lantern right here. Let's save it for the cave. We can still see a little bit. The sun is setting, but this area is short, and then we're going to be inside of a cave where we need to use the lantern anyway. And my energy bar, my stamina, not my stamina, but the energy, it is not all the way empty, which means I won't be able to sleep the 10 hours of darkness anyway, so we may as well make use of the nighttime. Empty my bar a little more. As long as I can sleep 8-9 hours, that should be fine. We should be good. The only minor danger in this section is on this little lake at the bottom here, the frozen lake. There are sometimes wolves. So, let's have a flare ready, and we can drop one of the pieces of gut that I picked up. Do we see doggies? I don't see any doggies. If there's no doggies here, we should be gravy. Okay, I think we're good. So my clothing situation, actually, at this point, is pretty good. I'm really surprised and pleased with the things we've gotten. The drops are mostly random. In challenges, they tailor it a little bit, depending on the challenge. I don't know how much they tailor it for this one. But these are definitely not the same drops I got the first time I attempted this challenge and I got eaten by a bear and a wolf. And these drops are quite a bit better than what I got last time, so I guess it's just a little bit of luck, which I am happy to take. Okay, we made it through that part. There should not be any wolves here. So now we just have to get through this bit and then into the cave. And what we'll do is we'll go to the other side of the cave and sleep there. Should be plenty warm inside the cave. And the next day we can start out in Pleasant Valley. We're going to hit up the radio tower building, which has some lockers. So we're going to keep the crowbar until we finish up there. Then we're going to head to the farmhouse. And then from the farmhouse, we're going to follow the like the frozen rivers. Almost on the way to the rope that takes us to Timberwolf Mountain. Should be pretty straightforward. I hope. Did I go the wrong... Oops. We go this way. Let's sprint. Gotta empty out that energy bar anyway. Yeah. Basically want it to be totally empty by the time we go to sleep. As long as we don't freeze to death, or we don't become frozen while we're sleeping, we should not wake up. We're able to sleep through the darkness. And it still technically says 1 hour of daylight. Cave is right up here. Lovely. Okay, we'll get our lantern ready. Once we're done with this cave, we're dropping the lantern. Gotta keep dropping that weight as we continue to pick up more food in preparation of Timberwolf Mountain. Here's the transition. All right, now we're in a cave. Cave system. We're gonna go through here to the other side. Making really good progress. I am a little bit ahead schedule of where I wanted to be. And so, yeah, doing pretty good. Yeah, I have kind of budgeted out how much time we will need to do this. Let's see. Oh, I don't remember which way to go, though. Do we go straight or not? There's so many cave systems in this game, and they're all kind of different. I think I actually go the other way. I guess we'll find out momentarily if this is a dead end. Maybe I went the right way? Oh, maybe I went the right way. It's still going. No, this is the right way. Here I think we go straight. And then this should open up into a big room, yes, and then we're gonna climb up it. And out the other side, there's like a little mini dead end over there, I think. There's sometimes a dead guy here. Pick up the granola bar. This is why I dropped the firewood, because by the time we need to make a fire, we will be able to find more wood. And I've already got 3 torches as well. Okay, so we need to go up that. Go up that. We go down here. All right, doing well. I thought I had gone the wrong direction, but in fact, we were going the right direction, so everything is perfect. Sprint up here even. We'll take it a little bit more measured of a pace as we cross the wood. Yeah, that energy bar is almost empty. That's perfect. That's perfect. This game, what I really like about it, it is it's an aggregation of 1,000 tiny decisions. And each little decision on its own doesn't make that big of a difference. Sometimes a little decision can get you killed, but most of the time, the little decisions don't matter that much, but it's the combination of the effects of all those little decisions on whether you die or whether you live. I think that's really interesting. Particularly if you enjoy, whoops, crap. If you enjoy inventory management. Okay, less than 1 hour of daylight still. Do you think we can make it to the radio tower? It is going to be kind of dark. I think that's more than an hour's distance away. Let's try for it. Why not? I hear hooves. So I'm at 60 pounds, but my carry capacity is diminishing as I get tired. If we can make it all the way to the radio tower, that would be fantastic. I guess I'm going for it. It's still 32 degrees out, but I do not have a good enough clothing to sleep through the night out here. This is kind of a beacon for wolves. I don't actually spend much time outdoors wandering around when it's nighttime in this game, because it just doesn't make any sense for the normal flow, but since we have a 7-day timer, I'd like to finish this challenge as fast as possible. We really want to get as far as possible these first couple days and loot as many things as possible. Once we get into Timberwolf Mountain, the weather is just going to be, and the terrain will be a limiting factor. We'll have to go a little bit slower, I think. Empty. Energy bar. But the night is clear, so as long as we don't run into wolves, hopefully we'll be okay. This area is a bit confusing to navigate just because it's hard to pick out any landmarks. We've got trees and not much else. A few rocks. Tinder plug, I guess. Once we get on the other side of the trees, I think we cross a road and then we should be able to see the tower itself. And then just follow that, just walk to it, and there's a building. And that will be our shelter for the night. And now that I'm pushing it this far, I don't have any coffee yet, but I'm wondering if I just had a ton of coffee, could we just, like, never sleep? Never sleep challenge. I don't see any wolves. Okay. Doing okay. Keep going. If we do get attacked, my clothing is good enough. We can definitely survive. It would just be... It would slow us down, and it would damage our clothing, which would affect our overall survivability. We wouldn't be able to deal with the cold as well. That kind of thing. Okay. That... Oh, good. I'm going exactly the right... No, that's a tree. Crap. The radio tower should be over here, though. It's just hard to pick out while you're walking in the middle of all those trees, and it doesn't help that it's nighttime. Let's see if I can pick it out up here.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Did I go slightly in the wrong direction? We should be vaguely in the right direction. We might have to go over in that direction a little bit. Yeah, it might be off to the right. Let's get on the other side of these rocks. Yeah, I wonder how... Oh, there it is right there. Okay, let's try turning the lantern off. How bright is it? Well, we can see okay. Yeah, it's a starry sky. Let's make the most of the pleasant weather. It's still only 21 degrees, which is pretty good. for the nighttime. This is a lot farther than I expected to make it on the first day. And it does help that our clothing is pretty nice. So we can push it a bit. Don't have to rest as much indoors to get warm. It'll still be tricky in Timberwolf Mountain, because Timberwolf Mountain gets pretty cold. But I think this is a good sign. I'm in the right flow. I'm in the right frame of mind. We are mountain men at heart. We've made it all the way to Signal Hill on the first day. This is the second video, obviously. But the first day / night. And I'm exhausted, so we can sleep for 9 hours. We can spend about an hour looting this place, and then we'll be dropping the lantern. Here we go. And then we'll spend the next day just walking. Walking again. Hopefully the weather's good. Okay, let's turn this on. Okay, what do we have? Another lantern. I think we're done with lanterns, though. We're not going to be in another big cave for a while. Not until we... Well, not for a long-ass time. Not for like 2 or 3 days in the game. Okay, don't care about that. What do we got? Worn Mackinaw jacket. Probably not going to wear that. I've already got a Mackinaw jacket. I think it's better than that. Okay, we've got a military coat. I guess I picked that up. I don't think that's good enough. There is a rifle we're not going to be taking because it's too heavy.
Too heavy.
Too heavy. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said. What a coincidence. I think the wood matches, I suppose. We really don't need that many matches, though. We will need a handful, and they don't weigh much, so it's okay to have a few extra. Loot it up. Searching.
Could end up being
Coffee. Perfect. We will need that for sure. Okay, we've got bullets and metal scrap. Typically very valuable. Right now, not very valuable for me. More coffee. Excellent. Do I have a can opener? I'm not sure. We'll find out in a moment when I look through all my inventory. Another rifle cleaning kit and a fire striker. Another sewing kit. A pair of work boots. We'll take a look. Wood matches. Simple parka. Oh, I really didn't need to pick up the t-shirt. I'm just clicking on everything now. Decent coat, fine. Yes, yes. Ragged urban parka. Some of these items are really good if you repair them. We don't have any kind of time for that. Combat pants. And another stim. Wow, I got stims for days. Okay, well, let's just put that on the counter. It's going to burn out. That's okay. We're done with that. I'm up to 91 pounds. Let's look at the clothing first. That item is better. We're going to wear it. We're going to drop that. Let's see what else we picked up here. We're looking for big time up arrows. That's going to weigh more. An extra pound? No. An extra 2 pounds. This is 1 and 3. These two values, 1, 3, and 30%. 4, 4, and 40%. I think that's worth it going into Timberwolf Mountain. Decent military coat. All right, 4, 4, 30%. We really need the warmth bonus going up there. Let's see. We're going to drop like 1.5 pounds to go down to 3.5, 3.5, 30%. New simple parka. Is that better? Decent 4.8, 4.8, 40%. That's the ticket. Ragged urban parka, I don't think so. We can also evaluate those based on... Yeah, 4.8 versus 4.1. The durability percentage really matters a lot. Let's see if we have any upgrades here. Nope. Nope. 4.1, 4.1. We are going to get up there in terms of weight, but the temperature bonus will probably be worth it. We'll have to take a look. I don't think we're going to beat this thing. No, definitely not. What else did I get? A thick wool sweater. All right. You know, after we get off Timberwolf Mountain, if I live that long, then we will we will be able to drop some of this weight and just wear lighter weight stuff. But I think it's worth it to do it this way as we prepare our ascent. Ooh, that wind. Okay, these are pretty good, but the windshield's not good. Let's replace the jeans first. Okay, drop the jeans. And then we picked up a different pair of boots. Oh yeah, they're not very good, huh? Okay, we're up to a 29-degree Fahrenheit temperature bonus. That's pretty good. I think that's adequate. We don't need all these matches. 2 sets of matches and a fire striker is actually like more than enough. And let's drop some tinder plugs. Don't need all those tinder plugs. In fact, we're probably going to be picking up some, what would you call it? The cattails on our way there, which makes a good food. Okay, my sock situation is not that great. Let's eat some food. I should be eating the stuff that's a bad weight ratio. Weight to calorie ratio, like Pinnacle Peaches. I love Pinnacle Peaches, but they're not good for our weight ratio needs. This is 0.66 pounds. Yeah, that's not very good either, huh? Let's just drop that. We don't need all this food, actually. There we go. We've got 2 tins of coffee. That'll be enough for our scent. If we can find one more, that would be fantastic. We're down to 66 pounds, which is a bit more than I want to be at. Oh, yeah, we don't need this anymore. Did I find a locked locker in here? I don't think I did. I don't think I'm ever going to sharpen anything. 63 pounds. That's pretty nice. And I've got tons of food. Let's drop that. 21%. Let's not risk food poisoning. Okay, let's go to bed. Fire's gonna, or the lantern's gonna burn out, but that's okay. Go ahead and sleep for, let's go sleep for 9 hours to be fully rested. And we'll, the first hour of daylight is kind of worthless anyway because it's so freaking cold. Sounds like the weather's not gonna be too nice. Okay, question mark hours of daylight. Let's drink some. I want to save this water for the coffee, so we're going to drink soda. That also keeps our calorie bar full. I probably don't need to be carrying even this much weight. This much food. There's a lot of food. This is a stupid amount of food. Okay, if the weather is this bad, oh my gosh, what do we do? And I'm still kind of winded. See my energy? Let's try to sleep for an hour. Maybe it'll clear up. I won't be able to, like, walk through the whole day anyway because I didn't rest properly. Okay, let's rest one more, and then we're just gonna go and risk it. Getting down from this hill is pretty straightforward. Okay, sounds better. Here we go. How much daylight we have left? I don't know. Should be about 10, 11 hours. Something like that. 11 hours. Okay, that's fine. We're doing fine. I don't need the firewood. We are doing awesome. If we had rope, we could drop it there, but we don't, so we can't. So we're going to go down this way. The only problem with going down this way is we're going to walk right past where a bear is sometimes. But I think it's worth the risk. We're going to head straight to the farmhouse, see what we find there. And that's going to be the last major area to loot. After that, we will find a few other places, but they're going to be just kind of incidental. Poke our nose. Our gear should be mostly set at that point. The bear is sometimes right down there. We're walking over in this direction. No. Thought I heard footsteps. They might have been mine. Or maybe like a stick broke or something. Speaking of which, I have a stick, but I've got accelerant also. So we can start a fire with basically anything if we have accelerant. And have a 100% start chance. You're going to lose the item that you started with if you fail. And we are I'm pretty sure anyway, I haven't actually looked. Yeah, level 1s in all of our skills. So the chance to start a fire is pretty low. And if we started it with a nice piece of firewood and then failed, we would lose the firewood, but Doesn't matter. Because we've got accelerant, so. Pro tip. That's a rabbit. Okay. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell how far away things are, how big they are, because they're just silhouettes mostly. You've got like a white background and then a black figure against it. Okay, we are doing fantastic. We'll warm up a little bit as we loot the farmhouse right here. This is a like a wolf area and a bear area, though, so we should keep our eyes peeled. And then my strategy for getting from here to Timberwolf Mountain is to use the network of frozen rivers. Because the weather here can turn sour very fast. You can get blizzards, which have killed me a few times in sandbox games. And so we're going to use the network of frozen rivers, which will be hard to get lost on. Until we get very close to the rope we're going to climb to get into Timberwolf Mountain. Okay, another crowbar, which we don't care about, I don't think. Going to get some toilet water, maybe a little bit more food.
Wonder if this is
fresh rabbit cooked. All right, we're probably going to eat that because the weight ratio for that sucks. Like, really bad. Raw rabbit, no thanks. No time to cook. What are you thinking? What are you, crazy? Matches, don't care. Firewood, just don't care. Okay, check all the... crackers are pretty good. They are lightweight and have a lot of calories. I don't need more antiseptic. Dog food, I don't think I care. We're gonna have enough food now. But I think we're fine. We can start to be pretty picky about what we pick up. Pretty picky about what we pick up. Searching, I don't need more. Crackers, yes. Crackers, please. Crackers will make you thirsty. You know what? I don't even need more accelerant. I have enough. Not picking that up. We're gonna get some delicious toilet water. Okay. Toilet water. Give me all of that. That's going to get turned into coffee. In fact, we might have more water than we really need.
Drop something.
Since I have so much soda, the coffee is the only reason I'm having the water, so I can probably afford to drop down to about a gallon, slightly more. And there's another toilet upstairs. Lantern, no care. Tea, don't care. Clothing will be in here. No, it's empty. Okay, books don't care. Soda, okay. Briefly picking it over, then we need to be on our way. I'm already warmed up because our clothing is good. We can look at the mittens, I guess. What's that? A rifle cleaning kit. No thanks. Sports vest, no thanks. Books. I don't think we need the books anymore. I'm a bit wet, but that's all right. Yeah, I have 2 books. That's enough. Okay, what do we have in here? Socks. I could use another pair of socks. We check the first aid kit. I don't need more antiseptic, game. Stop giving me antiseptic and bandages. Check the drawer. Sometimes there's candy bars in here. Okay, filing cabinet. So I've actually timed it. Really, you can't ordinarily figure out how long it takes to do certain actions. But since we have this timer right above us, so that just clicked over to 51 minutes. Now it just clicked over to 50. So that action of opening those drawers takes a little bit less than a minute, or 1 minute.
I could use
something like that. Picking a cattail takes exactly 1 minute. There are some of the actions take like 5 minutes. But a lot of this just searching stuff, it's not gonna make a huge difference either way for our overall timer. So it is worth it to pick over a house when we find like so many items in this house. It's worth it to look until our gear gets super good, and then we can just go. If we have enough food and our clothing is good, we can just go. I'm gonna take this all now, and we'll see how much we need to drop in just a moment. And after if I complete it this time, sports socks. If I complete the challenge this time, and I realize, like, I had, like, way more food than I needed, and I didn't even need the clothing to be that good. I could have traveled lighter. I'd probably do this faster. Could probably push it more by traveling at night, that kind of thing. But I think I think we're gonna strike a right balance for completing it for the first time. I know I don't want those gloves. We want some fleece mittens, or the wool mittens actually would be really nice. If we can find some, wool mittens are a very good item. Find some mucklucks, some wool mittens. An expedition parka would be outrageous. Okay, almost done.
That'll come in handy.
A decent wool toque. Okay, we almost done. 2 drawers, and we're downstairs and looking over stuff. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go check out everything we just picked up. And drink some food, and then get the hell out of here. Okay, 2 sets of matches and a fire striker, more than adequate. In fact, I don't know if I'll even be making 5 fires by the time we get off Timberwolf Mountain. Probably drop a few of these bandages. Clothing. Ooh, 100%. Wow. Sweet. 85%. Wow. Okay. And then I've found some ragged thermal undies. We've got a decent pair of socks. Worn wool socks. Okay. Pretty good. Warmth bonus up to 32 in just a few days. That's really nice. Okay, but we're up to 78 pounds, so that's not gonna fly. Fire stuff and medical and clothing is all taken care of. We are weighing more, of course, because we're using more clothing. Oh, we need... Let's just eat that. And then drink soda to get our dry mouthedness up. There we go. Okay, yeah, I've got tons of soda. So I'm going to drop half of this water. About that much. We might even find some more along the way. We're down to 66 pounds. Dropping the water went a long way there. 5 flares. We might start to use those more. I will keep those for now. They do weigh half a pound each. Let's drop 1. I'm dropping 1. Okay, and then 750 calories, 4.5. I guess we can eat that. Or just drop it. Oh, don't get food poisoning. We didn't. Dropping it. Dropping that too. Peanut butter, 1.1 pounds for calories. Is 0.55 pounds for 500 calories good? I don't think so. Get out of here. Then these are 0.2 pounds for 600 calories. That's twice as good as a candy bar. This is like one of the better food items in the game in terms of the caloric density. Half a pound for 300 calories sucks. 0.2 for 300, that's the same as a candy bar, so that's okay. We're down to 63. Okay, I think that's fine. We've got 9 hours of daylight left. Let's get the hell on the road. We got places to be. We got to keep moving. Can't slow down. Weather seems good. Okay, let me get my bearings here. We came from that direction, right? So we're going this way. Want to get up on this little hill here. Just so I can scope out the animal situation. Ouch! Scope out the animal situation. Okay. So here's what we're doing. Right here, in between these rocks, is a frozen river. And once you get on this network of frozen rivers, it's going to be really hard to get lost if a blizzard blows in. As long as we know which direction to go when we hit a intersection in the frozen river network. 'Cause it's kind of like... it makes like a big figure 8 on the map kind of thing. So we're going to follow this frozen river north until we hit like a T-junction. We're going to take the right T-junction there. And you know what? I've got so much food, I don't need those. I would normally pick up every cattail I could find. You can also get tinder plugs that way. But I've got some tinder plugs. And I've got more food than I need. They are good in terms of their like calorie to weight ratio, but I don't think I need to like spend time picking them up. It only takes 1 minute to harvest. but I just have so much food, I don't care. 8 hours of daylight. I want to be at the cabin in Timberwolf Mountain by the time the sun sets. We'll see how much time we have left at that point. Whether we risk it to try to get to a cave to sleep on our way into the ascent. This is still only day 2. And in fact, I think we're right at about the 30-minute mark for the episode. And I want to keep these episodes at about 30 minutes. If we tried to make it each episode like the entire day, it'd be like 45 minutes. A bit too long for YouTube. So actually, this is not a bad spot. We're going to cut the video here. The end of episode 2. This is halfway through, not even halfway through, day number 2. And we are not that far from actually getting to Timberwolf Mountain. But we're going to spend a lot of time there getting up the mountain. Hope you guys enjoying the videos, and we'll see you next time. Here's the T-junction. We need to go that way. I'll see you next time.